Welcome to new session. In last session, we were discussing about the execution of the sine wave and how to draw the subplot using MATLAB commands. And also in the first session of plots, we discussed about pie chart and bar chart how to we are going to draw. So in this session, we are going to see about how to draw the pie chart with the help of MATLAB commands. So as we are all discussed in the previously when I am taking the value of x is equals to from 1 to 5. It means that it will take from 1 to 5 values. Then when I use the command pi, sorry, sorry for this one. So whenever I use the command called pi, then it is going to be divides the each ratio according to the percentages. When I use the pi of x, then it is going to be divide each part according to the percentage mode. Then we have then one thing you notice that how this is going to be divided. Then this is a big part and the remaining are small parts. How it is going to be divides according to by automatically. Everything is there in itself. So we have been taken for the x values as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So add these all from 1 to 10. So sorry, 1 to 5. How much is the total value? 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3, 9, 9 plus 4, 13, 13 plus 5, 17. Total value is 17, right? So if I want to get this first portion, how much the percentage of this first portion? So to get this percentage, then so first position, right? So I'm taking first position is equals to 1 by first position value. What is the value of first position? We have 1. So 1 divided by total value. How much we got? Total value of x 17. So 1 by 17 multiplied with 100. So you will get some percentage, maybe 25, 30. So according to that, it will be going to be divided and it will be shown in the MATLAB command. So we'll see in execution itself. By today itself 2D plots will complete. And bar chart, similarly bar chart also we will be going to have some values. X is equals to 0 to 5. You may divide in ratios also, like 0.0.1, like 0.5 up to 0.5. You can take any values according to that. Then after that, we will be going to use a function called bar x. Then it is going to be evaluated the bar function, but we are getting these three portions, right? That and all also we will be going to see how to get one plot, like one bar graph like this. It tells only one parameter, whereas if you want to create two parameters like this way, so to compare this one, so if I'm considering enter as one thing, so another, so like this way, category 1, category 2, category 3, category 4, how you are going to create that and all we'll see. And in next is these are called scatter plots. Scatter plots, you know, right? What is meant by scatter? If you given the values, it will scatters some value like this way, if I'm taking x is equals to 1 to 10, and I'm writing function called scatter of x, then we are going to execute it this way. So let's see in execution parts. Here you can clearly observe that. So I have been taken clear all CLC that was common. and x I am taking 1 to 5. So it will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 plus 4, 9, 9 plus 3, 12, 12 plus 4, 14 plus 1, 15. So 1 by 15 into 100. 100 by 15 means what is the percentage? 100 by 15. 15 6 is 90. So in first part you will be having 6 percentage. Maybe 6.9, so 7. And in second term we'll get 2 by 15 into 100. It means 200 by 15. 15 1 is 15. Then we will be having another 50. 53 is 45. So 13 percentage. In similar way, everything will be going to be. So it is in two dimension. When I am going to write pi of 3 of x, so it will written in three dimensional plot. Let's see that one also. So when I hit the enter button, so it will be created in three dimensional manner. Have you understand, right? So when I am hitting the pi of 3, then it is displayed in three-dimensional manner. Okay, next. So one thing you can notice here, all these four parts are merged, but it is out of that one. So to take this one out of, it means that you need to divide individually. So what I am exactly talking is, when you want to separate each of them individually, so you need to use a function called cut, whichever part you want to out of that. So if I am taking, let's take it here. So in cut option, so I have taken, I need to cut the three parts. It means that one position, second position, third position, and the fifth position I need to get out of that one. So remaining I need to print, show everything. So you can clearly observe that I am dividing each and everything. So when I have first position, it is out. Third position, one, two, three. Third position is out. And fifth position is out. You can clearly observe that. And also you can add the labels. Instead of labels, I am giving one, two, three, four, five. You can also give the names like uh, which one, like if you take the any calories, vitamin A, B, C, D, E, Allah. So in such a way you can design the labels as well as the explode function. It means that cut function you need to divide each and everything using the pie chart. In pie chart this is clear. Next we will see bar graphs. So here you can observe that for the same thing, whatever I have been taken the values like bar graph or x values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for same thing I have been drawn the bar graph. So here I have mentioned from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for the position of 1 it will be 1, for the position of 2 it will be 2, 3 for 3, 4 for 4, 5 for 4. But in the previous presentation we saw, you can see 1, 2, 3 in a one category, 2, 3. It's like a second category, third category, fourth category. If you want to get what you should do, so for this one, to get one position, only one element, two, two element, three element, four, one element. Only single element you are defining for each of them. To get multiple elements, like so, if I let's have this one itself. So here you want all these one, two, three as one part. So one part means you need to convert it into matrices. So here you can see 1, 2, 3. All these belongs to one group. When you are specified the column, it means that whenever you are specifying with semicolon, then it will return to next path. It means next. It means it will goes to next row. It means that 1 to 3 belongs to one row. So 1, 2, 3, 1, all these three belongs to category 1. 4, 5, 6 belongs to category 2. 7, 8, 9 belongs to category 3. So if I am going to execute this bar of y, then you will observe, right? Wait, let's see. So you can observe that here the categories 1. So these all belongs to one category. These all belongs to one category. These all belongs to one category. Why it is increasing mode? I'm giving the values like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is in increasing manner. You can design anywhere. And you can also title X label, Y label, title also you should include for this one. So this is how for this session. In next session, we are going to see about scatter plots and also about 3D plots, like using surface, mesh grid, and that and all we are going to see. So, if you have any doubts regarding this session and the previous sessions, and if you are not watched the plots 1, 2, 3, please go and watch, see that videos, and then you watch these videos. Then only you will better understand the concepts clearly. So this is how for this session. If you have any doubts, please comment us below, and please free to ask any doubts. And if you want to give any suggestion to us, please post in comment box. Thank you for watching.